Hey there, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Jamie Porter, and I'm excited to bring to you Pink Bootcamp session number 5. Tonight's lesson is going to be all about team building, and we have a super special treat for you. So we have a super amazing director as our guest speaker. This director is a senior sales director. Her name is Chelsea Claytor. She actually comes from Virginia, Rocky Mount, Virginia, which I've only been to one little spot of Virginia, mostly West Virginia. So I'm kind of excited to hear from her. Not kind of, I'm super excited to hear from her. And I can't wait for you guys to hear. So Chelsea, just to give you a little bit of background, a little bit of her accolades, because she is a dynamo and super sharp. So I can't wait for you guys to meet her. She is a 25-year-old woman today, but she started her business when she was 20. She'll tell you a little bit about it. But she began her business as a senior in college, y'all, and she graduated a year early. So that's amazing in itself. My son used to call himself a super senior because it took him 6 years or 5 years, not 4. She actually graduated a year early. Who does that? She debuted as a cruise driving director in May of 2015. She is an Honor Society Achiever, number 7 in her debuting class. That's amazing. She's already earned more than 3 cars, and she's on target to earn her very first Pink Cadillac. And that should happen June 19th or June 2019. Her highest check in 1 month, drum roll, is over $9,000. Can you get excited about that? 25 years old, earning over $9,000 in 1 month. She's already had 12 gold medals, y'all. 12 gold medals. And she is already hit. She's already going on a cruise in October. She's already one of the balcony achievers for this super awesome Destination Red Cruise contest that we have going on right now with Mary Kay. And so Mary and I thought, you know what? No better person to talk to y'all about team building than somebody who's a rock star doing it right now. And so I am super excited to introduce to you guys Chelsea Claytor, and I am going to bring her on as the main show here, spotlight her, so she is the real thing there. There you go, Chelsea, front and center. Take it away.
All right, ladies. Well, first of all, I would like to apologize for this appearance that I have going on here. It is like a tornado warning here. So I've been like napping and it's been raining. And ever since I got home from church, I've just, stripped off the lashes, took a nap on the couch. So this is all day long napping face right here. But I'm really excited to be on here with you guys. I guess I'll start by telling a little bit of my story. So as Jamie said, I began my business almost 5 years ago. It'll be 5 years on June 24th. And it was right before my senior year at Virginia Tech. I had no intentions of selling Mary Kay. I thought it was for old ladies who wore blue eyeshadow up to their eyebrows, so I wasn't interested. I've always been a huge makeup guru, like makeup, fake lashes, winged eyeliner, smoky eyes, all that, all day, every day. And so I kind of turned my nose up at Mary Kay and was like, I'll never wear that, let alone sell that. And, it's just really funny what we don't know. And so one of my friends was working to earn her first car, and she asked me to join our team. And I was not interested, but I was like, I'll sign up just to help you out, but I'm not going to actually sell this. And I remember getting my kit in the mail, and I remember opening it and being like, wow, I don't know any old ladies to sell this to, so I'm going to send it back. And back then, our kits included a DVD, which I guess they don't anymore because no one watches DVDs. But in 2014, there was a DVD in it, and I vaguely remember it talking about like women driving free cars and earning like a whole nother extra full-time income. And I was a broke college student at the time, and I was like, what's the worst I have to lose at this point? I'm already broke. So I remember actually I signed up, and Jamie, my director's name is Jamie. She came and did my debut party on 4th of July weekend, and we sold like $200, I think, nothing crazy. And afterward, I was like, well, maybe this Mary Kay thing, maybe it does kind of work here and there. And she's like, well, we're going to Dallas in like 2 weeks for a seminar. Would you like to go with us? And I really didn't want to go for like Mary Kay purposes. I just wanted to go for the fun trip because it was Dallas, and I'd never been on a plane before. before, and I was 20 years old, and a fun trip across the country without my mom sounded like a lot of fun. So I had gotten a refund from financial aid for summer classes. That's hilarious and embarrassing. That's the only reason why I had money to pay for my flight and pay to go to seminar. And so I went as a 3-week-old consultant. And this is when seminar was still in the arena. And so I registered on site, and I couldn't sit with my director. And so I remember watching nationals go across stage to debut and walking across to get their commission plaques for their millions of dollars that they had earned, and talking about how they had quit careers as doctors and lawyers and CEOs or whatever to do Mary Kay full time. And I just remember like bawling my eyes out and like just being so amazed and so overwhelmed and just excited, and like, this is it, like this is what I want to do. And so I just, sidebar, if you're not planning to go to seminar, I 10,000% recommend, not recommend, like mandate that you go. It is life-changing, game-changing for sure. I wouldn't have lasted a month in Mary Kay had I not gone to seminar. I'm so serious about that. Definitely would not have taken it back to school with me. Definitely would not be where I am today. So, anywho, I left seminar, and I took it back to school with me that fall. Took my kid back to school with me that fall, and I was super busy in college. So, as she already said, I graduated a year early from tech. So I was taking 18 credits each semester in order to graduate in 3 years. So that in itself was really hard. Real hard. I also was president of my sorority. I was vice president of the Greek Council on campus. I worked at the admissions office for Virginia Tech. I was a peer mentor for freshman and sophomore students. I served on Virginia Tech's homecoming board and helped plan Virginia Tech's homecoming parade. I was an ambassador for underprivileged high school students, and I was preparing for a national pageant. So I was really, 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 really busy. And I say all that to say, like, I know my busy then even looks different than my busy now. And my busy looks definitely different than your busy, but everybody has the same 24 hours in the day. And so if I was able to do and accomplish all of that as a 20-year-old, I'm just like, when someone gives me the excuse that they're too busy and don't have the time, I'm like, So what I really liked about Mary Kay was that I could fit it in when I did have time. And so that literally looks for me like, opening up my planner, and I was like, okay, if I want to sleep this week and maybe have a little bit of a social life, I've got about an hour to give this Mary Kay thing. And so for an hour a week, I would invite girls over to my college apartment, and we would play and make up. And I was bringing home about $500 profit a month. I was selling about $1,000. And so for a college student, any of you who are in college or have been in college as a full-time college student, $500 a month, I was rich. I was rolling in dough, like, was good. I wasn't looking for anything else. Definitely wasn't interested in a career in Mary Kay. I was about to graduate and go directly into law school like I had planned since I was like 8 years old and first saw the movie Legally Blonde. So definitely wasn't interested in a career in Mary Kay. I already had my life already planned out. And so I was good. And then I remember my personal team member went on target for her car in December, my only team member, because I was deathly afraid of sharing the opportunity. I was still at the point where I thought that I was too good for Mary Kay and that all of my friends were too good for Mary Kay. And it was just fun to, sell the products, but like I wasn't going to actually pursue a career in it, and nobody else would want to either because they were successful Virginia Tech students about to graduate with careers. And I just, in my mind, had told myself all of these lies and allowed the enemy to tell me all these lies, and I believed them. And so I was never ever shared the opportunity, and the only team members that I did have came because my director would come and do a party for me and she would share. So I had 2 team members. One was active and she went on target for her car in December. Now, I know you guys don't know me, but my number one strength on the Gallup's Strength Finder test is competition. So when my personal team member went on target for her car in December, I woke up on January 1st and saw that announcement, and my blood boiled. Not because I was angry at her, but I was like, I know that I can do that if she can. And I cannot believe that I have allowed my team member to surpass me. And so it was just funny, for months I had told my director, oh, I'm gonna do a red jacket, oh, I'm gonna earn my car, I'm gonna be a director. And I was just saying that because it sounded like fun and whatever. But I remember on January 1st kind of just like snapping out of it and being like, you know what, if she can do it, I can do it. And I know that I'm way more capable than being a consultant. Like I lead all these other organizations. I have accomplished all these other things, and I know that I'm capable of so much more. And so it all came down to me just making a decision. And I always hear people say like a made up mind is a powerful thing. And you might think that that's ridiculous. Like you might think that you've made the decision before and you're like, well, I've decided I want to be director and I'm still not one. That's no. When you actually make the decision like that, it's happening no matter what, come hell or high water, you are going to hit that goal. It will happen. And so on January 1st, I made up my mind, and I was still deathly afraid of sharing the opportunity, but I wanted to go on target for my car and become a director. And so I was like, okay, well, those two things don't mix, obviously. I've got to share the opportunity in order to do that. So I remember like opening up my computer, and this file is still on my computer today, dated January 1st, 2015. And I sat down with my director's recruiting notebook, turned on my webcam, and just read through it and made a video. And it was like 22 minutes long, and it was literally just me reading through a notebook and like talking about how much fun I have in Mary Kay. And it was not a great video at all, not by any means, but it got all the information out there. And then I remember like posting on my Facebook or something, hi, I made a video, I need people to watch it. And so people were like, sure, I'll help you. And so I just started sending it out to people and having them watch this video of me sharing the opportunity. And so then, they would be like, oh, well, that's kind of interesting. And I'd be like, awesome. Do you think you could get on the phone with my director and just give her your feedback about how I did? I'll give you a free eyeshadow, or I'll give you a half off item, or I'll give you some free samples. And they were like, sure. Because I knew if I could get them on the phone with Jamie, 9 times out of 10, she was going to close the deal and she was going to sign them. If you're not playing ball with your director, first and foremost, that is the best advice I can give you, because my director had her in my back pocket to just go have coffee with and schedule coffee dates with and have her come and do my facials. I didn't have that luxury. So even like in the fall, before I decided to really pursue my business, I was still driving 2 hours every single week to attend her success meetings, because that's how important it was to me. And I loved being in that pink bubble. And sometimes I would miss class to do that, because it was important to me and I really had fun there. And so, anyways, so I would, have people watch this video, and they would get on the phone with Jamie, and I would get on the phone and listen on three-way so that I could eventually learn how to do it myself. And so I was, sending the video out, and I was also doing facials. And at the end of the appointment, I wouldn't share the opportunity, but I would ask them if they would watch the video. And so they would watch the video, and then I would get them on the phone with Jamie. So I was like, just getting as many people as possible on the phone with Jamie. I started that month with 1 active team member. This was back in the day when DIQ required 10 active to go in. You guys have it so good now, you only need 8. But we needed 10. And that one girl who went on target for her car, I knew she was going to be submitting DIQ as well, which meant she wouldn't count as part of my 10. So I needed total 11 active. So I recruited 11 people that month and got 10 of them active for a total of 11, and submitted DIQ and went on target for my car on January 31st or February 1st, whatever you want to call it. So within 1 month, I went from a senior consultant to an on-target DIQ, on-target card and DIQ. And so, like I said, it really was just a matter of a made-up mind and playing ball with my director, being willing to do whatever it took. For those of you who have been in college before, January is a crazy month. The first half of the month, you're at home for Christmas break. And then the second half of the month, you're moving back into college and preparing for the second semester, starting new classes, all that stuff. And so that's what my month looks like. But it also looks like me traveling around Virginia and surrounding states, doing photo shoots and appearances and preparing for my national pageant as Miss DC Collegiate. I mean, I was really busy, you guys. And I still made it happen because it was worth it to me. And so, once I was in DIQ, I started feeling more comfortable a little bit sharing the opportunity. And I would, I started to share a little bit more, but still would have Jamie close them for me, just because I knew she was better at that. I mean, she's already a director. That's her expertise. And I really learned a lot from her by just like allowing them to hop on the phone with her, and I got on three-way. And that's just how I built that skill, because sharing the opportunity truly is a skill. It's not just something that you're going to know how to do as soon as you join Mary Kay. And I try to tell my consultants that all the time. They're like, or they'll come to their very first meeting and they'll stand up saying that they shared the opportunity with 5 people. And I'm like, girl, I know you probably talked about share Mary Kay with a few people, but sharing the opportunity is a skill, and it is learned and it is developed over time. And it is, it's important to get it right, because sometimes you only have that one opportunity to get in front of somebody and have them listen with, their walls down and their ears open and their hearts open. And so sharing the opportunity is important. And so I would recommend definitely listening to your director. Get on the phone with her and do 3-way calls. Get with her and meet her at Starbucks with a potential so she can do a coffee chat and you can listen. Go to her appointments and listen to how she shares at the end. Like, it's really important that you learn from the best, for sure. So anywho, 4 months went by. I earned my first free car. I was driving at the time a 2002 Jeep Liberty. It was doo-doo green. It had cardboard holding up the back window. It couldn't make it up steep hills. It literally broke down once a week, and my stepdad would have to drive an hour to come and work on my Jeep every week. And I am the type of girl, I know it probably doesn't look like it at this exact moment, but I literally drip sparkles. Like, that's my thing. I wear a lot of sparkles. I wear heels. I wear skirts. That's me all day, every day. So when I would step out of this doo-doo green broken down Jeep that also had zip ties holding up the front fender because a deer hit me and knocked it off, it was not cute, you guys. It was not cute. And so I was like, okay, I need a car. I need a car. And so I worked through that. I was graduating, you guys, like, I was graduating in May. So when I made this decision in January to go on Target for my car and go into DIQ, this was during my final semester of school. So me knowing that all of this was happening, I was still willing to take it on. And so many times we can say, well, this is going to be a really busy season of life for me, so maybe I should wait. Maybe I should wait until this passes. But when is it not a busy season of life, you guys? Like, seriously. I mean, I am currently not in school. Mary Kay is my full-time job. I don't have a husband. I don't have any kids. I don't have any other responsibilities besides Mary Kay. And yet I would still say I am so busy. Like, it doesn't matter what, we're always busy. And so when people say, you know what, I'll just wait until my life calms down a little bit, life never calms down. So might as well just go for it. And I remember Melody Fox saying one time, National Sales Director Melody Fox, she said, be willing to wash faces no matter what's going on in your life. And I just remember that kind of knocking the wind out of me, because I was like, wow, how often do we, allow what's going on in our lives to overflow into our businesses, and we just shut down and decide not to work for a little while. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, during the time when I was in DIQ and on Target for my car, it felt like I was being attacked by the devil, straight up. I was ending a relationship I had been in for 4 years. My dad went to rehab for drugs. My sister and I stopped speaking for over a year. I almost failed out of my college classes because I was finally diagnosed with ADD, depression, and anxiety at the age of 20. I mean, like, my life literally was falling apart during those 4 months. It was just crazy. And I just decided that I was going to compartmentalize all of that and go after what I really wanted. And so I knew that I was still going to wash faces. I knew that I was still going to finish my monthly goals to hit DIQ and hit on Target car. And on May 1st, I earned my 2015 Chevy Cruze. That was the first car back then. And I became a sales director on May 1st. And it was just a surreal moment. And it just felt really good to know that even with all of that crap going on, that I pushed through, and I just was able to feel really proud of myself. And you guys, that's an awesome, awesome feeling, to just do the scary, just do the hard, just face it all and do it anyway. And so went into my finals week of senior year and graduated 2 weeks later with a degree, and decided, I was like, I could go to law school, spend 3 years being miserable, spend another $100,000 on school, maybe come out and not even want to be an attorney, or I can play makeup and drive free cars. And so I remember my mom being like, I just bought you just got this degree. She was like, you know what, you're 21. I had just turned 21. She's like, this Mary Kay thing doesn't work out. You've got plenty of time to go to law school. And so I'm happy to say that this Mary Kay thing definitely worked out. That was in 2015. So I'm coming up on my 4-year anniversary of being a free car driving sales director and being full-time Mary Kay, and have earned several other cars since then, including the limited edition BMW, which was amazing. And we'll be shutting down my next free car, which is the Pink Cadillac. And I'm hoping to do that by June 24th, which will be my 5-year anniversary. So that is a little bit of my story. I kind of gave you some team building tips within that as well. And I think that we wanted to discuss a little bit of cruise strategy. So when this cruise was announced, I knew, going into January 1st that this was going to be the 6 months that I decided to go for my Cadillac. And I was trying to figure out what my strategy was going to be. And so on January 1st, when they announced the cruise, I was like, thank you, Jesus, literally answered prayers, because I knew the work required for me to earn the cruise was going to take me right to Cadillac. And I'm telling you guys, if you're working to earn a car, if you're working to become a director, literally what you have to do to get there is earn this cruise. That's it. The work that it takes to earn the cruise is what it's going to take to earn your next level. So, it just is. If you have to do 3,600 wholesale in 6 months, that's earning your key every month. Which you need to do that anyway. You should be doing that anyway. That should be non-negotiable. That should be your standard. But also, doing 600 a month is going to ensure that you get the highest amount of commission possible. So, Mary Kay really just sets us up for success all the way around. So doing the 3,600, now that it is April and we have 2.5 months left, and let's say you should in month, which is totally doable. You guys, like, get yourself some inventory, but also get yourself some sales. Figure out what your face average is. My face average is, let's say for easy sake, if my face average is $100 and I know I need to sell $2,400 this month so that I can profit $1,200 and order $1,200, how many faces do I need to see? 24. That's less than a power start. You guys, like, really, when you think about this, it's really not that hard. Like, go see 24 faces. If your average is $100, you can sell $2,400, and you would be able to place that $1,200 to get you back on track to earning this cruise, to finish in that wholesale. And don't feel pressured to earn this thing early. I earned it early because I wanted to set an example for the girls that I lead so that they could see that this is possible. But if you finish the qualifications for this cruise on June 30th at 11:59 p.m., hallelujah, praise God, and congratulations, because guess what? You're still going to be on the cruise, just like the girl who earned it on January 31st. You're still going to be on the cruise. It really doesn't matter. So just take it slow and steady, you guys. Don't put so much pressure on you to finish it fast. So the wholesale, the qualifieds. Also, it's, I just talked about knowing your numbers and your averages as far as sales go. It's really important to know your numbers as far as team building goes. And you're probably like, well, how do I learn what my numbers are? Go work. When you track a power start and you track every single person you saw and how much you sold and how many of them signed, then you're really able to start seeing that breakdown of how much, about the average amount that you're selling per person, and about how many people that you are signing per face that you see. So if you figure out that your face average is 1 in 5 or 1 in 4, then you need to, or if your recruiting average is 1 in 4, then in order to recruit 6 people, then you need to be seeing about 24 people. I think I did that math right. I do makeup, not math. So that was not right. Forgive me. But yeah, so if you need to recruit 6 people, then you would need to see 24 faces. What did we just say? 24 faces is also going to be your 2,400 in sales. So, and I'm just throwing numbers out there. I'm not saying that this is, biblical, but just knowing your face average is really important to you, because that gives me something to strive for. It's hard for me to say, well, I need to recruit 6 people. How am I going to do that? How am I going to find 6 people? Who's going to sign on my team? I don't know 6 people that want to sign on my team. But if I can say I need to recruit 6 people, so that means I need to go see 24 faces, then I'll just go see 24 faces and the 6 people will come. I hope that makes sense. And then for the red jackets, That's the really exciting part, you guys, especially if you're going for directorship. That's what's going to get you there. Because if you are helping 3 people, I'll go find 3 people each. Well, that's 12 people right there. Because that's 3 people that find 3 people each. Yes, that's 12 people right there. And how many people does it take to go into DIQ? 8. But how many people does it take to become a director? 24, and you count as one of those 24, and 12 of them you would account for if you made 3 people into a red jacket. So that would be over half of what you need to become a director. And you would have a super strong team because you have people team building and raising up the career path. You would debut probably with the DIQ. So you would be a new director with your own DIQ who would become a director, and you'd be a senior very fast. I mean, that is the way to do it, you guys. I wish that I would have done it like that. And Mary Kay has just set us up for success with this cruise. I can say it 5,000 times. I'm so happy that they did it. So I hope that gives you guys a little bit of a strategy to work for. As far as building your girls to red, just keeping them encouraged, keep them coming to the meetings. Your director will probably do, most of the training them aspect, but take them along with you to your appointment so that they can learn while you earn. But yeah, so I hope that all of this was helpful. It's 8:30, so I've gone for about 25 minutes. Is this all good?
Oh, Chelsea, so good. So good. So before you leave, I want anybody to affirm Chelsea. There was something that she said that really struck with you or that you just want to share with her. I want everybody to feel free to just unmute yourself and share to affirm her. You are just amazing. I love your energy, and I love your sparkle, and I loved your outfits. I was looking at your outfits all through Disney. She's the sharpest just Disney girl I've ever seen. So super cute. But you know what, Chelsea? I mean, you are right on the money. It's numbers. It's knowing your numbers. Absolutely. And I just know that everybody can get this cruise. So does anybody want to say anything for Chelsea real quick before she goes? We are so appreciative for you sharing your 30 minutes or whatever this Sunday night. I know that you're probably tired and scared with this tornado warnings. Thank you so much for getting on with us. Anybody want to share with her?
Chelsea, this is Sharice Edwards. I'm a sales director in Kansas City area, and I just want to give you kudos because you were very young when you started, even 5 years ago, to accomplish all of that, going through your college and finishing up within 3 years. You're absolutely right. Everybody is busy, super, super busy. But if your passion is there and the mission is there and your goals are set in place, anything is achievable. And I just think that you are phenomenal with your strategy and then most importantly, your tracking. I see you as a top director on a top director trip in the future because I've seen you with long hair, really long hair. And let me tell you, you're as cute as a button either way, short or long. But yay, kudos to you that you've got the cruise accomplished already. That is just amazing, phenomenal. And I will see you on the cruise, so look for me.
Yeah. Excellent. Anybody else want to share? No, Jocelyn usually has. Jocelyn, did you want to share? You may unmute you. You're probably like overwhelmed because I know that you spoke to a bunch of us. Anybody else? I'm gonna let her go in a second. Does anybody else, Joy, you want to share?
Yes, please. Hey, I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate you being transparent and talking about the enemy coming after you. Because that right there, I mean, it's something I know, but saying it out loud and realizing it's going to come and how you headed it off. And just by, doing the same work over and over and over again and watching the success and obviously working your way through that challenge. So thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Let me just make sure I don't miss anybody if there's any raising their hands. Awesome. Okay, that was Joy Batterag, Chelsea. We just appreciate you so much. Mary is not actually on here. Her sister just graduated with her PhD, and she's in Seattle. But I know she's going to come back and watch the video. She wanted to be on, but they're doing a big graduation party out in Seattle. So and that's how we got Chelsea to be a guest speaker for us through Mary Lindley, because they know each other through, I think, Melanie Fox, but I'm not sure the situation. I was like, you know her? Oh my gosh, call her up, see if she'll be our guest speaker. So you have blessed our units so much. We just thank you so much. And again, I'm right there with Charisse telling that you for sure are going to be a Cadillac. You probably get it early, girl. You do everything early. You probably get that Cadillac early. That's right. And I will see you also on the cruise too. And I know a bunch of us will. So we're excited. Thank you so much. Take care and have a great evening. Okay, you guys, we are going to just talk a few more things. So what Chelsea talked about, I know for many of you is nothing. I know some of it you've heard, like, you know, we always talk about your numbers, right? But isn't it great to hear from somebody who really works it, does it? She was young. She's still young, you guys, 25 years old. So to me, what you want to take from that is there's no special magic for certain people that hit the top. There's no magic. It's knowing your numbers, working the numbers, seeing the faces. Like Joyce said, the enemy's going to come straight up. And we're all super busy. And we all have drama. We all have life hit us. I mean, I just recently, I was trying to think who it was. I had a double facial. I didn't want to go to that double facial. I straight up did not want to do the appointment. I was tired. I didn't want to go. I just didn't want to go. I just didn't want to do it. But I did it. I was being obedient. And I even was telling myself, you need to be obedient. You need to be obedient. And the beautiful thing is I already had all my systems. I already knew what the payroll was going to look like. It was just a matter of just like going through the motions, right? But once you're in the motion of doing the work, something starts to change. Attitude starts to change a little bit, right? And the next thing I know, I sold $300-something. I was like, thank you, Jesus. I mean, it was like so much fun because nobody's sad when you're selling product. Nobody's sad when you're, moving the product and having sales and doing career chats and things. So just know you can't let your emotions control your business. And we all know 30 faces, you do 30 faces 3 months in a row, you will be either have earned your car or on target for your car. That cruise is happening. It all comes together. And she's absolutely right. If you do that cruise, you're definitely going to be either in a car or on target for a car or lined up for directorship, just that quick. Boom, boom, boom. So I want to open the gates right now. If you guys have any questions about this, do you know what the tools we have for you in place? Do you know that on our Facebook group, in fact, I might share I don't want to share my screen. No, I'll share my screen because I do post this video and then the world sees it and then everybody thinks they want that material. And this is our private Facebook group, but I'm going to show it. I'm going to share my screen anyway, even though those who are out there that are not in our unit are going to watch this and ask for it, but they're not part of the thing and they're their own director. So I'm going to share our screen. So this is our wave group. And at the top of it is, now this is on the desktop. If you look at this from your tablet or from your phone, you're going to have to open it up. But at the top of it is announcements, okay? And so on your own tablet or your phone, you'll have to open the announcements. So here's at the announcement. So there's one announcement, it's the Grand Days. Yikes, how do I make that go smaller? Oh no. Shoot, you guys hang on. I know, I'm like, I should know this, but there we go. The second announcement, wait, that's not it. All right, under announcements, it says see all, and there's two. Click on that. There's the first one's the Grand Days, but the second one is all this information that you guys may not even know is here. Okay, like your prize voucher. If you win a prize, earn a prize, it's always right here in the Facebook. It's other places too, and like I said, my website's like crazy. I'm in the middle of trying to get my domain back from a terribly evil website person. I won't mention the name, but so it's in transition. But you can always come to the Facebook group and submit. That's a form. To RSVP their meeting, also right here. It's also on the band, but this is another place you can always go. But if you scroll down, this is all kinds of information, our unit number and stuff like that. There's our YouTube channel, which has all kinds of really great training videos. But look here, schedule a career chat. You can click this link right here. So if you have somebody that you want me to share the opportunity and you learn, like Chelsea said, y'all, I earned my car, my first 12. We had to have 12 team members earn a car, and you could not go into directorship without earning your car first. I earned my first car, and my director was still doing my career chats. I was still learning. I was still learning how to do them with her. I did the first 3 months. I was 3 months old. I didn't know I didn't have that confidence yet, you know? And so until you feel confident, I'm happy to do your career chats, or your director's happy to do them. So don't worry about that, because the idea is we want to transfer our skills to you. But this is not a cookie cutter business. You know, when I do a career chat with somebody, you're not going to hear the same spiel, because whoever I'm talking to, depending on what would be good for them in this business and what their interests are, I'm going to bring out different parts. But the important thing for you to know is this link right here, this Calendly link. If you clicked on that, this is going to give you my schedule for you to schedule a career chat. So you don't have to say, okay, let me call my director, and if I'm in an appointment or something, you have to get back, and it's back and forth, back and forth. You can literally pull this up, and if you wanted to do a career chat tomorrow, these are the availability. This is the availability I have right here. So in the morning, and then I have an appointment in the middle here, and then the evening. And you can pick any of those, okay? If there's not a time here, that means I'm busy, okay? So you can easily pick this. You're in control. You can whip out your phone, click that link. You can even save that link in your notes on your phone so you can find it quickly, and you don't have to have, well, I guess you have to have internet connection if you click the link, but you know, you can find it quickly. And then there's Leah Laughlin. I have one of the marketing videos right here. Leah Laughlin, it's safe share, which means they're not going to get any kind of crazy Mary Kay, nutty Mary Kay people out there. This is a safe share, so it means that they're going to see Leah Laughlin's, National Sales Director Leah Laughlin's marketing video, and right now that's the one I have on here. So you can share that. Again, it's a link, and you can share that with anybody that you want to share this opportunity with. There's a lot of great ones. There's a lot of great ones in the app that Mary Kay has for us. It's called the Showcase, the Digital Showcase app. And when you pull it up, there's a team building section here, and there's several videos that you can share there as well. So great tools for you for team building. There's the Did You Know? Y'all wanted to know about the Did You Know? The Did You Know survey is right here. You can click on this and print out as many as you need to anytime you want to, okay? And then there's another video here too by Katie Goldstein. And she was, a year ago, we did another boot camp type thing. And Katie Goldstein, and if you guys don't know her, her very first year as a director, first full year as a director, they did the $1 million unit club. She's a friend of mine. She did a call for us on how she does team building, and it's super great. Y'all should listen to that as well. Chelsea's was great. This is great. I'm so proud of everybody for being on the call. But these are sources for you, okay, that are at your fingertips that you may or may not have known. It's, again, under announcements, and then on Facebook in our Wave group, there's a little number that says 2. There's 2 announcements. The first one is the Grand Days, but if you click the See All, it'll open up everything. And if you're on your phone or your tablet, you're going to have to open up the announcements, okay, because it won't just automatically show there. All right, I'm going to stop sharing. Now, this is your last chance. Does anybody, you can put a chat question in too. Does anybody have any questions? Anything that they want to ask? Or forever hold your peace. All right, well, it's going to be an early night because I think Chelsea said it all. Super excited. I hope everybody's really excited about Earn Your Cruise. And I do want to give real quick shout out to Joy, because Joy has consistently every single week brought guests to the meetings for like the last month. And she just she brought 4 guests last week. One is a repeat guest, her daughter, but she brought 3 other guests, and 2 of the guests signed. And the week before that, she had a guest, and that gal, I expect her to sign anytime the next week. So that's 3 new team members, and 3, when they become active, equals a red jacket. And she consistently has made it her effort. And one of the reasons why Joy does that is because Joy has limited time. She has limited time to work her business. And sometimes, you guys, we have limited time. Remember, we always say busy women get more things done? Because she has places that she has to focus people to book, because she doesn't have other places to put them, okay? That's working smart, not hard. I always did so much better in college when I did the quarter system, and I had a lot more credit hours because I didn't have time to slack. Every minute was taken. And if we just worked with that kind of sense of urgency and made it a priority to get guests to the meeting and guests to, and to book only those time slots that we have, you guys, your businesses would explode. It's amazing. It's our own attitudes that reflect out as to whether or not we can get guests or not get guests. And we're doing a double header this coming Tuesday. And I'm telling you what, Jeopardy's super fun. You guys are playing it too. It's like everybody. We're going to drop into teams. super duper fun, prizes and everything else. It's a great fun night because you learn about the different products. So it's not like you won't have sales, because you will, because people will learn about different things as well as the opportunities. So, and then of course the trash night, they get a discount on whatever. So if they need to throw things away, we're gonna have a big old vase. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. You guys, I want you to have a great evening, and invite 15 or 20 people to Tuesday night, and let's see how many guests we can get there. Okay? Have a great evening, you guys. Bye.